What's up, guys? It's Frank here with Game 3 of the Grand Finals of Tank number 24. And we're on Secluded Grove, which is right now my favorite map, mostly because of how the glow from the Hexen staff looks. And just because it lights up the ground, it'll light up the trees when he walks by. Like, that little lighting effect from his glowing staff is just so cool to me. Anyway, we're going to see both Hexens run past each other, high five, and then go into each other's bases just to see what the build is. Oh, an Iron Vault first, and the placing is super interesting as well. Or not Iron Vault. Yeah, it is an Iron Vault first. It's almost finished. We're going to see the Snoxtar's Hexen do his Tusken Raider dance and go home first. We'll see if they're going to have a tickle fight right outside of right outside here. All right, we already have the Brute spawn immediately. I wonder if he can, like, just barely see. Yeah, he can. He can just barely see this Hexen coming around trying to be annoying. Oh, here comes the Skull of Cheddar. He is going to be annoying about it. Oh, trying to catch the... What a catch that would have been. Now this would be very interesting to see if we can take this health camp with just two Fiends and the Hexen. I think he will. Yeah, this is really good. That Hexen's going to take a beating, though. Yeah, time to leave. But that's what the health cabbage is for. Yeah, he can go to a health cabbage and pick that up again real quick. Or just let it chill inside of the health camp first for a little while. Meanwhile, we do see the natural of msrm almost about 3/4 complete here, along with an Iron Vault. And I think it's interesting. What I don't see on Secluded Grove in this Grand Finals anyway is uh-oh, Hexen, you're in the wrong neighborhood for that, my friend. We don't see our players building pig farms like right outside of the. Okay, we do see a pig farm right here outside of this vision camp, but using pig farms as a creeping mechanic I think is really good, just because they'll contest it. So just in case there's like one Fiend that decides to do a run by, that that one Fiend isn't going to take that camp from you, as well as acting as a bit of an HP buffer, so that way the Fellhogs are taking the damage instead of your actual army units. Honestly, I hope it becomes meta for I hope it becomes meta to put a pig farm or a meat farm in every single camp that you take, just because like there's a lot of benefit. There's so many benefits to doing that, and honestly, like even building around these camps isn't the worst idea ever. Like think about putting a production structure there, a conclave here, an Iron Vault there, whatever, just to reduce the amount of time that it takes for your units to like get to the front lines. The fact that I mean, I know. Oh, we are going to see a Fiend run by here, taking out some of these imps. Yeah, but the Fellhogs say, "Get off my front lawn, you filthy, filthy Fiends!" And the Fiends are going to retreat after getting. I think maybe might have been. I think it was just one, might have been two, of those imps, but that's enough. That's enough to take the attention away. The third from Snoxtar is fully online now, and we're going to see a Shroud Stone coming up. So, speaking of interactive maps, so last map was Isle of Dread, and we saw some cool usage. Or no, last map wasn't Isle of Dread. Was it? My memory's going bad. But no, anyway, the point that I'm getting at is using the Magmadons to kind of mow the lawn to interact with the map more is really cool, and I think building a Shroud Stone there is a really good idea, because if your opponent wants to come in through here and mow the lawn, that means that they're going to be spending their stops. So once they do get through, this Shroud Stone can target it down without taking damage from both the Magmadon and the stops as it comes forward. But yeah, having some kind of defense here, it doesn't look exposed at first, but once you realize just how many tools you get to deal with trees later on, I think it becomes a little bit scarier. We are going to see a Harbinger that's fully loaded up with Gaunts coming on forward. I guess the alternative is to not do anything with the trees and just use the Harbinger, who's going to Oh man, just perfect piloting over that ridgeline. Oh, this imp does spot it though. Okay, so the Magmadon's gonna go back home and say, yeah, go ahead, unload. I'm gonna get great surface area. Superstone gets dropped. The Harbinger has to retreat. A couple of Gaunts continue to shoo it away through that light forestation. That light forestation is gonna slow them down though. And it does connect. The Skull of Shadow, by the way, interesting in that it provides vision of that unit as well for a little while. So I don't know what the point was in just taking that damage. Oh, no, you're a little bit too far forward still. There we go. So it might be. I think the zone to kite is going to be right here before they. Okay, nope. There we go. That's the kiting zone. You have to be like in line with the center of that doorway. Or just a little bit behind it. I'm surprised he's not attacking the Harbinger at all. But it's really nice that that he's like still got this shroud to fight on. So even as he's kiting back and forth, they're constantly regenerating white health. And Plague X is done. He's gonna leave that fiend there to capture the camp. And the game goes on. Oh, sneaky MSRM. You know what? Since MSRM's got that Harbinger, I wonder if it would have been better to use an imp. Load an imp into the Harbinger and drop it down there so that way, like... Okay, it does get scouted, though. I was going to say, like, if your opponent only scouts by doing... by coming around the perimeter out here and sees that all the trees are intact, maybe they wouldn't know to check, but the Skull works so much better. And yep, there's the Magmadon that flattens all the trees, is going to come forward. That's just too much. You have to cancel. You have to cancel. No, it's going to be a kill. You're just getting a free shrine kill. Superstone goes down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. That is a lot of Magmadon to put up with. We see all the Gaunts unload from the Harbinger up here in the north, and yeah, that's a lot of shroud for them to be fighting on, which is great. But again, not nearly enough. I think this is just too much beef from Snoxtar to really put up any kind of defense. Now, yeah, the Harbinger maybe could have gotten out of there with all those Gaunts intact, and that shrine is just super dead. Yep, there it goes. And there's the GG from MSRM. All right, on to game 4.